What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be working on the Yeeter again, trying to finish up the final touches to getting ready to go to classic Hondas on the Dragon. So in my last video, I alluded to it. I got new camber arms for the front, and you can kind of see like how that wheel kind of bows in. It's a little more drastic when it's up on the lift like this, just because suspension's at full droop. But we got new upper control arms for this, and you can see how that ball joint just, it's on a pretty crazy angle there, right? So the Truhart upper control arms for the lifted application are flatter here to compensate for this. So we're gonna get these upper control arms swapped out for the Truhart lifted upper control arms, and hopefully give our suspension a little more life. Also at full droop, you can see my knuckle hits the spring there. So hopefully it'll fix some of that too. I did cut off the ABS wires a while back. I don't use ABS on here. It's crazy, like I just replaced these rotors too, like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. So you can still see some of the cross hatching in them. I just went through some mud and they're dirty again. And apparently one of the previous owners cut the piece off here. Again, it doesn't really matter, I don't guess. Seems to be working fine. All right, so here's the upper control arms. The silver because they're for the lifted. The red ones are for the lowered, or like a stock height, whatever. But the silver ones are for lifted. You can differentiate the size because we got left and right. And if you're looking at it from the engine bay, this is the right side and that's the left side, because it goes based off if you're sitting in the driver's seat. So if you're looking towards the front of the vehicle, that's going to be the left side, and that's going to be the right side. So the right over there, and I'm going to put the left over here, and we just have to take out that 14 millimeter bolt right there, and then there's one right back there too, and we'll take out those two, and that takes out the ones that go through up here, and then we got a 17 millimeter castle nut right here. Pretty straightforward. All right, so I just got that one out on the driver's side. And it's crazy because this thing already has some slack in it. Probably not enough slack to portray on camera, but I can feel the slack. I can feel a little bit of play in it, which, I mean, look, these things don't owe me anything because I've put these things through some crap, you know, off-roading it and, you know, eating it, you know? So hopefully we have better luck with the Truharts though. Okay, so we got that bolted in up there. I tightened the upper bushings before I connected this, and I kind of put it up to about right here where it's kind of more at ride height. That way the bushings are kind of preloaded, or they don't have any tension on them when they should be at ride height. So I did that, and then I'm going to snug these down and make sure they're good and tight because I didn't touch them. I just put the castle nut back on there and put a cotter pin through it. You can see there that it gives, I mean, I can almost put my finger between there now. Now it is touching here, but I mean, we're full droop too, so that's a pretty positive there. And then once we get it all situated, we'll have to take and get alignment too, because the alignment will be out. All right, so I moved that ball joint in, see a considerable amount, just to get it kind of about where it was before, as far as in relation to the gap between the spring when it's all the way down. Just compare it to the other side. And so that's kind of where it was. So now once I get to the alignment shop, we can loosen these Allen bolts and move it out to be able to get it, you know, closer to where it's actually zero camber. So to do the passenger side, it's a little more in depth as far as removal of stuff, because you have to remove the battery tray. So take your battery out, and then there's like 212 bolts right there, and there's 212 bolts right back in there, and then this tray comes up. All right, and then you can get to that 14 bolt right there. Otherwise you can't get to that 14 bolt. And trash. But it's got that 114 there and the one there. If you do have a B series, which I assume you will, because most people don't have a K series in theirs, you have to take out the air box because it resides right here. So it's just a couple 10 millimeter bolts, and then it will slide over little pieces down here, but just pull the air box up and it'll give you access to that 14. All right, so we got the passenger one in now, and also already got alignment at this point. So that's kind of where it's set to where the alignment was pretty good. The ball joint angle is far better than it was before, because this right here sits on a more level plane rather than the angle. And so the ball joint should have a lot better longevity at a better angle, such as this, as opposed to this, or whatever how it was like this. Yeah, it's going to be better on this geometry of the suspension, and yeah, just overall good quality stuff. They're nice and beefy, and I think that these are definitely worth the investment. And then also, we picked up some new wheels. So I sold the twin disc clutch that I took out of it, and I was able to purchase the wheels. I got a set of 5. The reason, more or less, that I swapped the wheels was because I didn't have a matching spare, and I really wanted a matching spare. So went ahead and just bought a new set. Same tires. These just don't have as much offset as the old wheels, but overall, very happy with them. I did have to make a little bit of clearance, like this had a pinch weld sticking out here, so I knocked that in just to make sure it didn't hit the tire. I was able to reinstall my side skirts. You can see that one is cut from previously, but I was able to reinstall the side skirts. I had them off because, like, when I would turn, the tires would hit because of the offset. And you can see this one is still bent from where I knocked that control arm back and hit the fender and bent it. I could bend it back out, but I don't really care that much. So, what do you think, guys? What do you guys think about the wheels? Y'all like the wheels? I really do. I kind of like the offset of the old wheels better, but I think that these wheels are definitely a nice look for it. So you can definitely see the rear disc, and they're good now too, as opposed to the old wheels. So heck yeah, very happy with them. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button, and if you like the wheels, let me know about it in the comments. If you don't, let me know. If I decide to sell the old wheels, I already have a guy that's interested in them, so too bad. Day late, dollar short. I appreciate you guys stopping by and checking it out, and hope to see you again soon. Probably be another video out tomorrow, so be sure to check that out for Classic Hondas on the Dragon, because this is actually after the Classic Hondas on the Dragon. But I've just been slacking on getting my content out, so here we go.